Hello, welcome to Gag Rule, live on Facebook. Today topic, how Turkish dictator Erdoğan stuns Greece incompetent leadership. Here is your host Wally Sarkeesian, taking on Greece leadership. Please share. We appreciate your comments and suggestion.
Hello, welcome to gagrule.net. That was my producer. Well, before we go into this Greek or Greece unbelievable story with Erdoğan in just a minute. So last week or two ago, I made a short visit to Vancouver, and I met this wonderful guy. Actually, I didn't have a chance to go to this facility to interview, but he was kind enough, came to the hotel and meet me. I mean, this is Ed Petrossian. He is just a wonderful guy. He's just volunteering his time. He collect all those clothes and he send them to Armenian villages on the borders. And he does this every day. And sometimes even the shipping cost, he just has to dish out from his pocket because he has to send them to Los Angeles and from there to go. So he's really a wonderful guy, and we appreciate what he does. And so also today is the December 9 is the where the United Nations adopted the Genocide Convention. So here is again my producer to give you those 6 points.
Today is December 9th. International law as a crime against humanity was adopted in 1948 Genocide Convention. Any of the following acts committed with intent to destroy, in whole or in part, a national, ethnic, racial or religious group, as such, 1. Killing members of the group, 2. Causing serious bodily harm, or harm to mental health, to members of the group, 3. Deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about for its physical destruction in whole or in part, 5. Imposing measures intended to prevent births within the group, 6. Forcibly transferring children of the group to another group. All the above Turkey executed during Armenian genocide. Today is December.
Okay, so that was for that, and as you saw that is that all those points Turkey has implemented on Armenian. So that's why the world, lots of countries are recognizing Armenian genocide. All right, so back to Erdoğan. Why did the Greek give Erdoğan this red carpet? I mean, the Greeks are so incompetent. They don't hear or see or watch TV of how despicable man is Erdoğan. They bring him in, invite them to teach him human right. Really? Erdoğan? He destroyed the entire country of Syria. He brought all those terrorists from Central Asia, trained them, sent them to Syria. He unleashed millions of refugees on Europe, on shore of the Greece. Then the Greece saw that. I mean, how more incompetent the Greece leadership is. That Erdoğan will go teach him human rights. I mean, how bizarre is that? All news medias in the world are just mind-boggled. They're writing about how Erdoğan stunned Greek leadership. And Erdoğan says in there, he says, the Treaty of Lausanne is no good. We need to update. Greeks should have said, yes, sure. Give us Istanbul back. Give us Izmir back. Smyrna. They should have been happy, says Turkey. Erdoğan officially now admit was wrong. We need to partition Turkey. So the guy already giving the lights for partitioning Turkey. But the Greek leadership, so incompetent, they didn't. So here is Erdogan goes in there and indoctrinating. Here is Greek Prime Minister, this idiot. He's saying, Erdogan, tell me, how could I be dictator like you? Teach us. That's just unbelievable. I'm surprised there is no revolution in Greece about this incompetent leadership. There is something like that also right now is going underground between Turkey and Armenia. There some people are playing this game because this Greece things didn't happen just overnight. Erdogan know how to play those false flag operations. So we say to Armenian government, if you do the same thing, we're going to hold your foot to the fire. Don't do this. Because Turkey, Erdogan, is enemy with everybody, with Egypt, with Syria, Iraq, and those Arab countries. So now he's turning on these enemies, real enemies, Greece, Armenia, to become friends with them. You see, one thing you got to learn about the Turks. You don't decide when you're going to be friend of the Turks or when you're going to be enemy of Turks. They decide. They decide, oh, it's time I'll be friend with the Greek. They decide, oh, it's time to be enemy. That's how they are. Those incompetent ruler of the Middle East, whether it's Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, well, actually Syria, at least Bashar al-Assad had the guts to stand up to Erdogan. But the rest, they're always talking about business treaty. Look what he did to Iraqi Kurdistan, that idiot Barzani. For last 10 years, he sucked hundreds of billions of dollars, got free oil almost from Iraq, and then decided, time to be enemy of the Kurds in Iraq. Be friend of Iraqi government. So he fooled Barzani to call independent or referendum. And now the Kurds in Iraq lost everything they gained last 15 years. This is what they do. Even the Kurds in Turkey. When there was Arab Spring, they said, let's do something about the Kurds don't uprise, will not be Kurd Spring. So they said, Kurd, let's do peace process. The Kurds were happy, there is peace process going on. And so then Erdogan decided, time to be enemy of the Kurds. He take all those Kurdish leadership right now are all in jail. All Kurdish leadership. And he's every day bombing and killing and murdering the Kurds. This is what the Turks do. They've been doing it for hundreds of years. But unfortunately, the leaders in the region are incompetent. And Turks know how to manipulate them. I mean, while Erdogan was in Greece, Turkish children, they went to Budapest for folklore dance. They asked for asylum. Children, this is how bad Erdogan is. Everybody in Turkey, when have a chance, is leaving. In fact, as I mentioned, I was in Vancouver. The reception of hotel was Turk. And I asked him, I said, why are you leaving? He says, well, we can't put up with Erdogan anymore. I went to buying a shirt store. The salesperson was Turk. And even I asked him, I said, so you prefer Erdogan or Gulen? He says, both they are evil. They know that. They're fleeing. And then this incompetent Greek leadership invite this most inhumane person, elevate them to a human level. It's just mind-boggling. I think that, this is why Greek economy is in shambles. If they don't understand Erdogan, how would they understand Greek economy? I mean, Greeks, the jewel of Europe, beautiful country, they ruined. This is what Greece has. It's incompetent, disgusting politicians. They have absolutely don't deserve to be in that position. So this is really, it's very upsetting. And you know, like, the Turks do this. They've been doing, like, for example, this guy, Fethullah Gulen. He was in Turkey for 50 years. I'm going to show you in a minute a video. He was indoctrinating the Turkish people. He created millions of indoctrinated people. He come to United States. He infiltrated entire United States politicians, the Washington elites, where Bill Clinton, Hillary, all of those, they supporting him. And he take over hundreds of American public charter schools. He's indoctrinating not the politicians only, and our American children. And Erdoğan, with all his masterful of false flag operation, cannot even get this guy out. This is what Turks are. People come to America as an immigrant country, Canada, Australia. They build their little church, mosque, things to do it. The Turks don't come to do that. They come to indoctrinate the children of the host country. So here is a video. I don't understand Turkish. You might understand what he's saying, whether he's saying something good or bad. But here, listen.
Yoktur ihtimali terennümün. Ağlarım ağlatamam. Söylerim dinleyemem. Dili bağlı kalbimin bundan pek bizarım. İsterdim ki Hz. Muhammed Aleyhisselatü Vesselam'ı onun bağrında irtika buyurduğu mescitler, mabet ve mabetler, böyle bir mabedin açılışında en güzel ubudiyete mazhar olmuş Hz. Muhammed Aleyhisselatü Vesselam gibi bir zat ki Allah onu bize tanıtır şu anda. Zaman sinelerimizde onu eskitemedi. Hadiselerin cenderesinden 50 defa geçtik. Hadiseler onu pörsütemedi ve söndüremedi. 14 asır evvelkiler gibi hala sinelerimizde taze, hala sinelerimizde yeni. O kadar ki en mücriminiz ben, Ravza-i Tahire'den içeriye girerken acaba orada mı görecek miyim diye girdim. Benim için o kadar yenidir o. O kadar eskimemiştir ve o kadar sinelerimizdedir. Canlarımızın canı ve ruhlarımızın.
So there you go. You could see the guy, but when it comes to United States, he dressed up like a professor. You know, he indoctrinated all those. Yeah, this is why he has those millions of followers. This is what they do. Why would the Turks come to America and teach Americans English? But this is their master of the infiltration, penetration, and manipulation of the region. It's time to unite, time to partition Turkey. That's the only way it would be good for the Turks, good for the people in the region. So right now, if you look, Turkey is divided in half. One is extreme Islam, the other one are secular. So at least you push those Islam Turks into that partition Turkey, which you could see in the map in there, and then those Turks who believe in secularism things will be free to live whatever that areas. This is the only solution. By appeasing, talking, negotiating with the Turks rulers, nothing will help. They are evil. They're always been evil. They always will be evil. And so this was my take on this Greece. And I think they're horrible. I just don't know what else to say, you know, because every newspaper have wrote about this. You could find it even from Guardian and others, you know, about how incompetent this Greece leadership is. So that's what for today. I thank you very much for watching, and we'll be back with other episode exposing Turkish crime against humanity. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day or nice evening wherever you are.